Welcome to Breaking the Cycle to Poverty, featuring Jay Height, Executive Director of Shepherd Community Center in Indianapolis. My name is Tim Swearens, and I'm your host for these conversations that explore why poverty remains such a persistent problem in the United States. On this episode, Jay and David Martinez discuss how Shepherd partners with businesses and organizations to leverage internships and fellowships to help neighbors gain job skills and experience. Jay, will you introduce David to our listeners?
Yes, we are excited to have David on our team. David comes to us where he served many years with the Salvation Army and helping lead. This is a program where we invest in young leaders for tomorrow. While they serve with us today, it's really helping them experience ministry and helping them grow in their leadership. And so we're really excited to have David here to put a focus on that and a focus on how we invest better in their lives.
Yeah. David, will you tell us more about your role at Shepherd?
Sure, yeah. So again, David Martinez, I've been here for just a few months now, started in February of this year, 2025. Officially the young adult coordinator. Mm-hmm. And so Shepherd invites young adults to come and be part of the ministry team here. And that's through paid residential internships. And so some of those interns, they come as full-time students, remote learning, and then live on our property, mm-hmm. and then work part-time in our ministries, youth ministries in particular. And some of them are full-time ministry participants. They work full-time in some sort of capacity of our youth ministry. And my responsibilities, my privilege, my blessing is to get to engage with them in their communal life, their residential living, as well as their spiritual life formations.
Yeah. Where are the students coming from?
Yeah, they come really from all over the country. We have somebody right now from Los Angeles. We have somebody from Arkansas. We have a number of people from Indiana. During the summer in particular, we get a lot of international students for our summer internship program. So really everywhere.
Yeah. Are there long-term goals to necessarily go into ministry or a variety of fields?
It's quite a variety, especially during the summer. It's not that we just take anybody, but we definitely, if somebody has a heart for serving the Lord and wants to take advantage of an experience here, whether it's because they're considering a ministry position or a youth education position, or they just want something to do for the summer that's Christ-focused, then they come on. As far as those that are here, some of them have a really clear understanding where the Lord is leading them mm-hmm. in their lives, and so this is the next step for helping them get to that point that the Lord's leading them. Some of them, this is kind of a landing spot, and they're trying to figure it out, and we get to help them discern what's next for them in their lives. And some of them are surprised to find out that this is the place, even for long term, that the Lord has called them, whether it's Indianapolis or even Shepherd specifically. But it's all varieties of knowing and not knowing mm-hmm. as far as the interns and the young adults when they come here.
Yeah. Jay, why is Shepherd making this investment?
Well, it's kingdom focused that we want to help invest in, and part of our 2030 vision is we want to celebrate 100 lives that have served through this program and have gone on to serve in other areas. And so we have missionaries serving in Croatia, we have missionaries serving in Thailand that have come through this program. Mm-hmm. We have pastors and associate pastors of churches all over the United States that have come through this program. And we have folks who are serving in other careers, but look back to say this helped shape them. And maybe they're serving as volunteers in their local church, or maybe they're serving with other ministries. And that's what we want to see happen. We want to impact and change lives so that they can be released into ministry.
And how do students find out about Shepherd? How do they get involved in this internship?
Well, we have folks who go out to colleges mm-hmm. and speak, and we go talk in classrooms. We're trying to take a longer-term vision, and when we have like high school groups that come here in the summer, mm-hmm. we're letting them know about this, that when they're there, some are choosing a gap year, so they've graduated from high school, and they come and serve with us before they head off to college. And sometimes it's our own students from our own neighborhood. And one of the exciting things happening, I think, at Shepherd is increasingly students that are coming through our program are coming back to serve part-time with us as well. And we have 3 high school students And we've had 3 last year at Mini Harmon in our
Mm-hmm.
early childhood, and we have 3 serving in our after school who are from the neighborhood, been in our programs, coming back to serve. And it's that kind of investment that we knew we needed someone who had a vision to focus on that. And there's a lot we're doing for this. We are investing heavy into them. And while David's leading it, he has a team of folks and volunteers all around him helping to invest in those students.
Help me understand what when we talk about an internship, what are these students doing day to day? What is it's hands-on ministry? How are they blessing our neighbors?
Yeah, so predominantly it's youth ministry, and so we have an academy here on site at Shepherd, and so some of our interns are responsible for supporting the teachers as teachers' aides and doing the various activities involved in the education. It's a regular elementary school. We have a preschool that we operate as well, just a little bit off-site from our main campus. So some of our students help in the preschool program. We have after-school programming that some of our interns participate in. And then a newer program is our E2E program, Education to Employment. And that's where we talk about the continuum of care here at Shepherd. And it's not just meeting a need for a moment, but it's how do we break that cycle of poverty, knowing that it's a long-term perspective and a need to engage somebody in a long-term relationship to help them achieve that goal. So yeah, very exciting stuff going on.
Yeah. If one of our listeners wanted to get involved in some way as a partner, perhaps, what should they do?
They should contact David.
And I'll direct them to Alan. No, we have, as Jay mentioned, we have 2 gentlemen in particular that are designated towards recruiting. And they're the first point of contact as far as getting that information. They're very good about drawing those information, helping the person discern whether to apply, and even to just take the step to application. Applying doesn't commit yourself to doing anything, but it helps them start that process of considering Shepherd if they're uncertain about it. And then they're kind of the evangelism team side of the team, and then I get to be more the discipleship side of that. But yeah, if they just contact Shepherd, and we'll make sure that they get followed up with.
Yeah, they would just ask for Alan Sutherland or Kenny Wade. So that would be Kenny W. at shepherdcommunity.org or Alan S. at shepherdcommunity.org.
And what do you hear from the interns when they complete their program? What kind of feedback are you hearing from their experiences?
Yeah, so being new here, I can't give a legacy type, although the program's been around for a while, which is very impressive. And a lot of our key staff here at Shepherd have gone through the program. And it's not that you have to go through the program to be key staff, but that's just the cycle and the intention of what the program is supposed to be. And so I think that speaks for itself as far as what the outcome of the program is. But we have people who've, I'm going to be honest, they had a challenging internship experience for various reasons. But they're still recruiting other people to come back here because they see the value of it. Right. We had 2 interns this summer who were only supposed to be here for the summer. And as we were getting to the end of the summer, they raised their hands and they're like, can we stay for a year, for the whole year, and take on a year-long internship instead? And so there's great vitality and life in the intern ministry right now. And it's a fun place to be a part of. And as Jay mentioned, it's not myself. What I really appreciated about coming on staff at Shepherd was the investment that Shepherd makes into it. So certainly the financial component, and not even knowing all that includes, because I don't get to see the spreadsheets, and that's fine with me. But the way that the staff comes around it, those that have been fellows before, but those that are fresh staff, if you will. We partner every intern with a staff mentor. And they really kind of just raise their hands and are very excited about being able to do that and have the opportunity to do that. So there's a great, again, health of our internship program right now, and lots of good things coming along down the road.
Well, and a part of internship is learning, hey, this is the path for me, or maybe it's not the path for me, right? So even those students who maybe had a tough time, it's a learning process for them.
Yeah, we try to affirm that as well. Send them off with a blessing, even whether it's the end of their internship or some for various reasons may have to leave early, we want to send them off with a blessing, because as you mentioned, sometimes the will of God is not knowing exactly what's next, but what's not supposed to be done.
Right.
And so again, we count that all as towards discipleship, getting closer to God, maybe sometimes by addition and sometimes maybe by subtraction. So,
Jay, you've seen a lot of interns come and work the program. Are there a couple stories that really jump out to you over the years?
Well, personally for Jane and I, our son-in-law and our daughter-in-law, our son and our daughter went to college with what is now their spouse, but they met interning at Shepherd. So we have what we call Shepherd Harmony, and we're matching people up so they can go get married. I think it's to see how in my own family it's had an impact, where people have been brought together. I look at, and David alluded to this, about a third or to a fourth of our staff have come through this program. And so I see people who were here and I see them now leading, and they lead differently because they were back there. And they were that intern and that fellow who had to learn some things, and we had to have conversations. One of my favorite quotes is, Jesus prized the seed more than the flower. And this is a program that says we're looking at seeds and what they can become, now what are they, and then working to help develop them. And then to see missionaries who are serving across the world, and to think we had a role to play in so many lives that have moved on in service in some other way, whether it be like I said, in a church or a mission field, or even vocationally, where they have a job they have, but they're serving, and they'll say this made a difference. We have one of our former interns who was then a fellow, is one of the State Patrol's top patrolmen in central Indiana. And I see him periodically, thankfully not in my rearview mirror, but I have seen him alongside the highway and had conversations. But we see those folks who now are able to use that experience. It's worth the investment.
Yeah. We've talked about this before. Shepherd's an established ministry, been around 40 years, and your desire is to bless other ministries, and you're doing that with training their future staff members.
Yes. It's a kingdom focus, and while it's hard sometimes when they leave, we want to celebrate that because the kingdom is advanced.
Okay. David, we'll give you the last word. Any final thoughts about Shepherd's internship programs?
Yeah, I'm coming on at a really great time. Personally, I feel there's some new opportunities that we're engaging in. A junior internship program in particular is one that I'm excited about, and that's where, as Jay referenced, we're taking young people that are in our program, and we're identifying those that are already ready for leadership responsibilities, and we're going to transfer them into those leadership roles today, not wait until graduation of high school even, and give them opportunities for that. So it makes it easy for me to get out of bed and come in to work on the mornings. So.
Yeah, that's great. All right. Thank you, David and Jay. For 40 years, Shepherd Community has made a lasting difference in the lives of thousands and thousands of neighbors. The Shepherd team couldn't do that work without the support of donors, partners, and volunteers. To learn more about how you can help, please visit shepherdcommunity.org. Thank you for listening.
Thanks.
Yep.